hey. Are we all okay? Let me get this chat up before it goes wrong. Knowing Ali. Can someone type something for us? See if it's working. Got ya. Hi. Hey, are ya? Are we all okay? Hi, baby doll Hayes. Hey, JP. Hey, B. Hey, Kanchan. You alright? How are we all? Hi. I can't see that one. That's too small. Oh, God, I won't be up. Hi. How is everyone? Is everyone okay? I'm alright. I've been so busy this week. So busy. I'm getting a website set up at the moment so that the booking process is going to be a lot easier for me, because at the moment it's just I'm inundated. So I've had to have a bit of a quieter week this week trying to get you all sorted. Got the private reading sorted, so thank you. So it's been a quieter week. Yeah, no, I've got a meeting about the website tonight at 7 o'clock, so get a proper booking system, I'm going to get some loyalty points done for like my regulars and stuff like that. I haven't even shown you them yet. Okay, so I've got two different decks for you today. This is my new, I love this one, romance deck, which is a little bit upside down, but it's all about like the nitty gritty of romance. There's a Hulk, muscle man. Okay, so that's one. And then I have this one also. Hi, I'm good, thank you. Which is a little bit more trippy, but I like my trippy cards. So lots of new decks for you to play with this week. So we're going to do they still love you and miss you? That's what we're going to do. It doesn't matter. I've had a lot of people asking me what when it matters if they watch a video. No, it doesn't matter. Because, hi Stacey. Because there's no such thing as time in the higher dimension. So to trip your heads out, that's how psychics tap into the future, because the future, the past and the present to us are all one thing. So your future self can tap into watching these videos. So I get the energy of your future self watching them. So anyone that's not watching it live and watching it later, your energy is already in the decks. It will be in a second. Okay, so we're going to do deck 1 and deck 2. Pick your deck. Let's see what decks we're getting. Hi, Liz. I missed that one about changing the outcome. Deck 1, deck 2, pick your decks, guys. I know, it's pretty, isn't it, the roses? I like deck 1 too. They're a bit nitty gritty though. They're not very sugar coaty, but I'm not very sugar coaty, so it kind of works well. We're a good team. Anyone else? Are we ready? Do you want to go? Deck 1, deck 2. These are beautiful. I love them too. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to tap them all first. I sage them between every single reading, but it's habit, because I've been doing readings for 8 years. I still tap them and blow on them. Can't help it. Do you want to see them again, Kay? Before I start, I'll give you another minute on it. Well, another few seconds. 1, 2. Okay. Right, let's go. Can I have the collective energies if I don't drop the card decks? Collective energies of those that have picked deck number 1. Let's get into your energies first. Some of you are really nervous, like my heart is started racing as I've picked up this deck, so breathe it through. Collective energy of deck number 1, please. And then, right, think about your person, think about them. Can I have the collective energies of the people that deck 1 are thinking of, the thoughts, feelings, energy, thought processes and emotions, please. Emotions. Don't normally say it, say emotions. Emotions. It's my accent. I can feel it, like my heart's calmed down a little bit now, but it was absolutely racing. Just need to do that 2 more times. Maybe 1. As always, if I miss any comments, I do apologise. It flags up so quickly. It's like a flash of lightning. You're there and then you're gone. So I don't get to catch it all. And especially if you write something more than like 4 words, it just comes up so small and goes so quickly. Okay, let's go. Can you tell me, do these the person that deck 1 collective are thinking of, do they still love and miss them? I'm going to put love and missing together on it. Do they still love and miss them? Can I have some jumpers, please? I do love this deck, to be fair. When I first got them, I thought, oh, I'm not sure, because it can be a little bit, get to the really deep nitty gritty of it all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. I'm using 2 decks, I've decided. Can I have some more cards for deck number 1, please? I just want to do a blended reading on this, apparently. Do they still love and miss them? Is that interesting cards? Just want another 3 or 4. That'll do. Okay. Right. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? So here we start with the standard temperance card. Okay, so a lot of you are in a period of no contact, little contact, a bit here and there. Most of you are kind of feeling like you're on a bit of a doom. You're feeling like you're not moving forward. You're still thinking about them quite a lot. You're almost like you're banging your head. This guy's got like a baseball bat. I think it's meant to be a cane, but I'm going to call it a baseball bat. So it's like banging your head against a brick wall at the moment. You're trying to get your emotions in check, you're trying to get things moving forward, but every time you do it, it's like your cup spills over, your emotions start flowing down the side, and you're not entirely sure how you are feeling about the situation at the moment. Some of you are thinking that, yes, you want them back, definitely, but the rest of you are thinking, actually, you know what? Can I be dealing with this after everything that's going on? Can I be bothered to have this person back? And that's despite how they're feeling. So whether they loved you and missed you, despite how they actually feel about you, you're still thinking that anyway. Some of you are still thinking, do I actually want them back? And that's really good because you're stepping into your Queen of Swords energy. So I'm liking that. I like that. This person does still love you, 2 of Cups. You've also got the 9 of Wands, but on this deck, right, see, this is what I mean. This deck does not relate to tarot at all. So you have these people here having a bit of a smooch, and you've got this little person in the background. So what you're thinking is you're almost feeling, a lot of you are in fear that this person is moving on without you. A lot of you are in fear that they're kind of trying to see what else is about, and you're just standing on the sideline behind this gate waiting to see what they're actually up to, whether they're going to come back or not. But they have got the 2 of Cups. The door at the moment is shut. Okay, they're not quite ready to make moves as standard because they're in this fear situation that is going on. They're trying to keep balanced with everything. This is the 3 of Wands. Okay, it's a very different tarot deck. They are going to be ready to make actions. They're starting to get the thoughts turning into actions. So there is going to be movement for a lot of you in the next two weeks, I'm hearing. There's going to be movement. Now, if it isn't direct movement from your person, keep your ear to the ground, as they say, because it's going to be from person's person. You're going to hear something that's going on. It doesn't feel like it's going to be bad news or anything like that. They are still thinking about you. You're in their thoughts a lot. And a lot of them are getting quite jealous about the situation as well. Now, they wouldn't ever admit that. You probably wouldn't know that. Because they're keeping an eye on you from afar, they're seeing what you're up to, and they're seeing if there's anyone else that's kind of trying to mark that your person's territory, as if, do you know what I mean? Hunter mode. They're seeing what else is kind of happening behind the scenes. And they are now adding 2 and 2 and trying to make 10. Hiya, darling. They're adding 2 and 2 and trying to make 10. When actually their best move is to get back in contact with you, which will happen. They will come towards you with flowers. Well, probably not with flowers, a lot of you. That's typical. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to be really stereotypical. That's typical men without the flowers, but I know some of you are male watching this, and I know, you remember, it's never gender specific or orientated, like sexual orientation, it's never that, but you person you're thinking of, they will be making moves towards you once they gather up their courage. A lot of them have been feeling like time has they've waited too long now. A lot of them are feeling because they've waited so long, they're not going to know how you're going to react when you get there. Like when they come back, when they make moves towards you, when they text you, hiya darling, when they do that, they are now starting to panic a little bit of how you're going to react to them once they get back in touch. And that's what this card is over here. So whereas you're feeling like you're on the outside looking in and nothing's really happening, you're panicking about what they're up to, they're sitting over here thinking they want to make moves back towards you, but they don't really know how because they've left it too long. Is that what he's doing now? Yeah, they've left it too long. So they're trying to put the pieces together at the moment, see what's going on, trying to get more stable within themselves because their emotions have been everywhere. There is good news for you. As you can tell by this beautiful card in Venice, there is good news coming towards you. Again, it seems very slow, very steady progress. Most of you, if you've started off watching the channel in our early days, most of you should have had contact by now. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You're looking around 2-3 weeks, majority of you, till you hear, like, ear to the ground, hear what's going on. That's your collective energy. So how collectives work, I always tell you this, it goes through, I dip into all your energies and pull out the mutual one. So obviously your personal circumstances are different, but your mutual energy is around 2 to 3 weeks before you hear something, or there is some kind of movement. Some of them will be coming back with a tail between the legs. Some of them are going to pretend that nothing ever happened and just going to come back in and be like, hi, how you doing? And you'll be like, excuse me, what are you doing here? And that's what's happening. They're trying to weigh up their choices and decisions. Yes, they do still love you. Yes, they miss you, but they're frightened, unable to find a way back to you now because a lot of them have left it too long. That's where the energy is on this deck. They've been resting too long, trying to stay grounded, trying to heal, trying to work out what they want, and now they're panicking, thinking that you're trying to move on and that they've left it too late. So this is kind of a good place for you to be, because they're going to go into hunter mode now and start trying to hunt you down, which is why your movement's going to be a lot quicker, majority of you. Obviously, you can speed it up manifesting as well. So if you want us to look at your manifesting plans, just drop me an email. But they are resting at this point in time. You'll like these. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your direction with these beautiful, it's like Blue Peter again, these beautiful couple holding hands, looking old, getting old together. Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your direction. There's green on it for heart-centered emotions. They know how they feel. They will make movements towards you. They're just going to, and then you've got the Ace of Swords, which is like this mad guy pulling the sword out of the hat. It's like a magic guy. What they're called, magicians. So it's going to be working it all out. He's going to be coming back, tail between his legs. Some of them just going to pretend nothing ever happened, just kind of pull the rabbit out the hat and say, hey, I'm back. So yeah, they do love you, they do miss you. You're manifesting, guys. The ones of you that are manifesting with this deck, that's what I was saying at the very start. A lot of you on deck one don't really know what you want anymore, because some of them have left it too long. Some of them have, because all your situation's different, some of them have left it too long. Some of them were idiots, etc, etc, etc. All your personal circumstances are different, and because your self-love is growing for yourself, you're now starting to think, well, actually, I need someone that respects me a little bit more than that, and I need someone that's going to be like this, and I need someone that's going to be like that, despite what actually is happening with the individual circumstances. He told me this earlier yesterday, he's afraid of vulnerability. They are, and that's another reason why they're frightened of getting back in touch, because it makes them vulnerable, because they realise they've messed up. The people that you're thinking about with deck one, yeah, your feelings are changed, yeah, because they've left it so long. Your self-love is, I mean, it's really good. And it's also, you always know, majority of you, intuition-wise, when someone's going to come back, because you start to feel better about yourselves. And I say this in some of the other readings, it's like the cycle of a breakup, and generally, and this is going to be gender specific, but obviously make it out to your orientations. It's like they break your heart, and you're really, really sad when they break up, and they feel, I just said about the timing, darling, they break your heart, so you're really, really sad, and they're okay about the situation, and as time progresses, you start to feel better, and the scales outweigh, and that's the karmic justice card, that's the outweighing of the scales, that's the karma balancing and tipping backwards. So this person does love you, miss you. 2 to 3 weeks, I said, majority of you will get some kind of movement. I'm going to miss that, that's too long. He doesn't know what he wants but still wants to talk. Don't know. Yeah, it's that's it, because you're stepping into your power, you're working out what you want, which is really, really good, because it's self-love and it's part of the journey. I love the word idiot, it's the best way to describe them all. I try to be quite non-language on these readings and try to be very good at my language. So let me get some clarifying cards for you. I've got this new deck. I've got new decks everywhere. And then I need a drink because I've got dry mouth. Look at these ones. So this is like the Rider-Waite, but they're all done with photographs. I think they're pretty cool. So let me do. So can I please have some clarifying cards for deck number 1? Do they still love and miss them? 1, 2, 3. I want to get 5. Have 2 more, please. Woo! This is another big deck. Okay, we'll have 3 more. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, I'm coming. I just need a drink. I've had a really bad cough for the last couple of weeks. I never get ill, ever, because I'm always like, cleanse. But I've had a really bad cough the last few weeks. So this is just kind of saying everything that I've said. You've got judgment and justice. The scales are tipped back over now, back in your favour. And now they're thinking, oh God, what am I doing? How can I find a way back? What do I do? Then they're wicked, aren't they? I think they're dead cool. I think they're ace. I quite fancy doing this with some of my mates. Maybe we should do a Mystic Love Tarot one and get everyone together, do some pictures like this. I think it'd be dead fun. But you can do some photography because she's a photographer. So the scales are out tipping, things are weighing up, things are going the other way. There is going to be action. Okay, action is definitely coming for deck 1. You need to keep focusing on yourself, keep doing whatever you are doing to make yourself feel better. Have you got a cough as well? I think it's all the energies at the moment. There's some really bizarre energies. I felt, a lot of people said this to me yesterday, but I felt it really badly. It was really heavy. The energy yesterday was really, really heavy. They're working out, they're thinking which way to come back to you. They're not quite sure how they're going to do it. So they're just, again, just waiting. In the next 2 weeks, they are going to be testing the water. 2 to 3 weeks is when there is going to be some kind of movement. They're trying to work it all out. They're trying to put things into perspective. You know, this one, I was trying to work out what card number it is. I'm not entirely sure what card number that is, to be fair. It's the 8 of Wands. Yeah, no, it is. It's the 8 of Wands. So they are going to be moving towards you. There is movement towards you. This one is the Ghetto Tarot. So they are going to be movement towards you. The eclipse is coming, but the energies are building up now, but it shouldn't have been so heavy yesterday because the eclipse is still, I think it's on the 28th or 29th. Yes, it was a heavy day, universal energy, heavy day. So firing the wands, coming towards you, Ace of Cups, there's movement. There is movement. Hold on a little while longer. Work out what you want. And try not, because we're all really bad at it, think what we're going to say when they come back, okay? Hiya, darling. You know, when you plan it, don't you? And you think, right, when they get back, I'm going to tell them this and I'm going to tell them that. Try not to do that. You just got to go with the energies. Because you're not going to know how you feel until they're on your door or until you get that text message. And if they do text you, please do not text them back straight away. You got to play it super, super cool. Super cool. If you start texting them back straight away, they're going to think that nothing's ever happened and they can carry on the way it was. So you just got to play it super cool, calm, collective, sassy, sexy, classy. That's the way you've got to play this when they get back in touch, okay? Start thinking about that rather than saying, I never want to talk to him again or her again, or, you know, what you're thinking in your head. I'm going to tell him what for, and, you know, try not to think like that, because when it actually happens, you're not entirely sure how you're going to feel. Each of your individual circumstances is going to be different with that. But the thing with deck 1 is there is movement. So I want to hear when it happens. I don't know. With personal questions, I can't do them in a collective reading because I've got to go into your energy and your person's energy. So they've all got to be done on personal readings. A collective, like I said at the start, hiya darling, the collective dips into all your energies, pulls out the mutual one. For personal questions, it's got to be personal readings because you could all have different answers to everything. Okay, let's do deck 2. Let's do deck 2. Let's do 2. Can someone please pop the timestamp in for me, please? Okay, deck 2. Can I have the collective energy? Right, let me get your energies, deck 2. You're welcome, guys. Not a problem. Collective energies for deck 2. I do love this deck as well. Don't dare tell me other decks that I've got might have some new favourites. I never replaced my little cat and broomstick one though. Okay. Right, deck 2, think of your person. Can I have the collective energy of the people, what the person that deck 2 are thinking about the collective energy, please? Thoughts, feelings, energy, thought processes and emotions. Okay, stop thinking about them if you can. Thoughts, feelings, energy and thought processes. Number 2. And do that 2 more times, possibly 3. So you've all been feeling heavy, some of you are having coughs. It must be, it isn't ascension flu, it's not ascension flu, but there is some heavy energy going on. I feel a lot of it is, I was doing a reading the other day and I had a massive buzzing in my ear and it was like, through me completely. It just went boom, absolutely through me. And they told me it was, what was it? Quantum upgrade. I was like, what on earth is a quantum upgrade? So I had to Google it, and it's all about going on the 5D, so quite a few of you, it could be quantum upgrades that you're having. I'm going to miss some of these. Someone else told me about their nose itching. Hi newbies, welcome, welcome, come join the channel. It's everyone's been really supportive of everyone, that's what I really like. This channel's gone into a really big support channel and that's really good. I was debating putting up some kind of page somewhere as a support group for you all so you can all get to know each other a little bit better. I started thinking that and I was thinking, right Ali, no, you've got enough to do. But if you're interested, I'm not sure if we can do it, if we can do an Instagram support group or something, I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, let me focus. Let's get some cards, let's put them back in because I'm not focusing. Can you tell me, those that picked deck number 2, does the person they're thinking of still love and miss them? There is a lot of people involved in these. Right, deck number 2, your collective energy. A lot of people are getting involved in this situation. Okay, so let me just drink some water because I'm losing my voice. Nobody, we can't have Ali losing her voice. Hi, Dominique. Nobody wants Ali to lose her voice, otherwise your readings are going to be awful. Okay. So what's happening with deck number 2 is there is a lot of people that are involved in this situation. Some of you, it's children. You've got 3 pages. If it isn't children, it's people that have been acting really immature in the situation. Hope to see a miracle, make a miracle, manifest it. Okay. So 3 pages of cups. So there are people that are involving themselves in this situation. Some of you it will be family. Some of it will be friends that are trying to have an influence on it. Some of it, you know, and some of them will have children or they'll be in other relationships if you are a third party. There is that kind of, this is what's been happening within deck 2. There's been other people that have been stirring the pot. Now, each of your individual circumstances are different with that, which is why I said it could be this, could be that, could be this, because that's your mutual ones all pulled together. People getting involved in the situation, which has prolonged it. They've been throwing an opinion. People have been throwing opinions, things I can't stand. People have been throwing judgments, which I can't stand. But that's what's been happening. They've been throwing opinions, throwing judgments. And your person has been taking it all into their energy, thinking, oh, this, oh, that, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. You're feeling as if they've been deceptive. Now, they're starting to feel as if you have been deceptive towards them. And I need to know why. Why are they feeling that? Why are they feeling as if their person has been deceptive towards them? Yeah. Okay. They're feeling as if you have been deceptive towards them because you have done very, very well in walking away from them and moving on to your new beginnings. Well done. Okay. So they're feeling, they were thinking, oh, you're going to text us, you're going to call us, you're going to be wanting us. And actually, after a certain amount of time, you went, nah, you know what, get on with it. And that has left them thinking, well, what has she been doing or he been doing? Why haven't I heard from them? Why is this going on? You've got two, Seven of Swords, two deception cards. They think that you're seeing other people. They think that they've got all these fears that are magnifying in their head. And they're, again, these are adding 2 and 2 and making 20, you know? That's the individual situation. You were feeling heartbroken. You're now stepping into their power. And they are now feeling heartbroken. There still doesn't seem to be, well, they want to communicate with these blues because the blue is so murky. Again, they haven't got the confidence to do it at this point in time. They are still thinking of you. The lovers, there's only 2 lovers on this card as well. They do still love you. They are also realising, quite similar to deck 1, apart from deck 2, there's more people that are influencing them and they're listening to them. They're taking people's judgments. Some of them have just seen mothers nagging, mother-in-laws, mothers, etc., nagging them. But the lovers are in this. They do want to make moves towards you. There will be messages coming again with that little bird with his little message in his mouth. Yeah, you've been playing it really well. I know I've been telling you, the ones that are new, like older on the channel, we've been playing it, or we've been getting their C's going and getting their heads going. But newbies, welcome, and we'll get you playing them too. Get it into the situation where you need it to be. So there's been lovers. This is how they're feeling about you. They are still thinking about you. They do still love you. They are aware that they have been an idiot, and they are aware that they have done this to themselves, and they are also aware that they have lied to themselves about the situation. So not only do they feel that you've been trying to move on without them, they also feel that they lied to themselves because now they've let you go and they're panicking. They're going, you know, they're having a panic attack about it. That's what's going on. They're starting to think, how can I make moves back towards you? They're trying to balance it all out at the moment with the Six of Pentacles, trying to balance their emotions, trying to balance their logic, trying to balance all the ins and outs of it. You've got the moon and the sun on this for your divine masculine, divine feminine couple. It is all there, and they will, again, they're making moves. There will be movement towards you with these little creatures. Creatures, not sure what they are. Little creatures making presence towards you. It's all a matter of time at the moment. It's in divine timing, you lot. I'm hearing 4 to 6. It feels 4 to 6. There's your collective on that. Feeling your collective energy majority is weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Some of you are months though, and some of you are days. The majority is weeks, but your individual ones, it's pulling in 3 different angles. So we'd have to look at your timings and personal readings, but that's where that energy is. They are going to be making moves towards you. You've got the 8 of Wands, which is it's happening now. Okay, 8 of Wands always makes me think manifestations are coming into fruition. It's all moving forward. Keep remembering to let go of the situation. There's a difference between letting go and moving on. Letting go is releasing it so the universe can do its job. Moving on is saying, you know what, that's them seeing what else is available and moving forward. But letting go, if you let a situation go, you create space for the universe to bring them back, or someone new to come in that is more better. That's terrible English. That's really bad English. Don't take my English example. I am British, can't speak English. Most of you will be able to speak English better than I can and spell. 7 of Pentacles. They're just weighing up the choices at the moment. Again, they're feeling like they've let themselves down, feeling like they've let you down, trying to find a way back towards you. They've seen you getting on with your life. Now they are worrying, they are jealous, they are worrying that you're seeing other people. 5 of Swords, feeling as if it's bizarre because they were the ones that the majority of them walked away from you. Some of you walked away from them, but the majority of them felt like they hurt you and walked away. But actually now they're thinking, well, How can they just move? How can you just move on without me? How can you just get on with your life? And I've been really hurting and stuff like that. That's what's going through their heads. So they do love you, they do miss you, the hearts are hurting, the role reversals are changed on this deck as well. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you all. It's not easy. Wheel of Fortune's turning your direction, there's movement. And the Eight of Wands is it's happening now, so keep manifesting, keep going, keep going, keep going, because your manifestations are working. Let's get some clarifying cards. I'm sorry if I missed any of the chats, guys. It happened, it comes up so quickly that this little jelly bean misses them all. But I do watch them over afterwards to catch everything that I miss. Okay, can I have some clarifying cards for those that picked that number 2? They're good cards, they're good cards. I'm happy with those readings. They feel good, there's good energy to them, they're not heavy, they're not where they were a few weeks, few months, well, when did we start? 7 weeks, so 7 weeks ago. They're nowhere near like what they were now, then. Can I have some clarifying cards, that's the word. Get number 2. Some of you, both deck 1 and deck 2, you're waking up with songs in your head at the moment. Can you please make a mental note or write on a piece of paper what song you've got? Try and find the lyrics online, because Spirit are trying to talk to you and a lot of you aren't paying much attention to it. You're just thinking you're waking up with a song in your head. There's communication in that, there's a lot of messages, so you make sure you're listening to it. Please. Just got told off. Yeah, you have free will at the end of the day. So how tarot works, tarot will always work on the most probable outcome. Okay, so the most probable outcome is this, 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 and this. And if you manifest, the most probable outcome is this, 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 and this. But you can change it any time. You could say tomorrow, you know what, Ali, I don't want him back, or I don't want her back. You know, you can change that. You can change any outcome, really. But that's why it's really important to keep your thoughts positive and to manifest what you want, because your person hasn't got a clue. They won't be what majority of them are open but not tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Majority of them aren't like that. They're just a bit like, oh, I'm a bit open-minded towards it. So you're more in control of the situation, which is why you need to use your abilities you got to your best output. I don't like The Secret, I've got to be honest. I did a manifesting video and it explains it all a bit better. It's about the law of vibration and the law of attraction and the law of space, which isn't technically called the law of space, it's called something else. But if you haven't watched the manifesting video, I've started linking it in all the descriptions. And if you want your I'm doing individual manifesting plans, which people are loving, to get you what you want now, because everyone was like, Ali, help us, help us. And the success rate is going good. So if you want them doing, just drop me an email as well. So readings, manifesting plans, that's all I'm doing at the moment. But once the website's up and running, it's going to be all like, oh, webinar, I'm getting the webinar sorted. But I'll tell you about that another day when I know a little bit more about it. I've got this Skype tonight. So again, people are influencing this relationship, okay? Hi, Katie. People are influencing this relationship, but this is movement, this is more movement. You're standing in your power now. They've got the Knight of Wands, there's movement towards you. This is going to kind of come out of nowhere, I feel. You're going to feel like nothing is coming along at the moment, and then all of a sudden it's going to be a boom, and it's going to hit you. You're not going to be expecting it. You're going to feel as if nothing's happening, but it is. Just trust the universe. A lot of you are seeing 444s, 555s. 555s are major changes. 444s is the energy of you all at the moment. 555 is major changes that are happening. This is them coming towards you, making movement, slow and steady. They're coming back to you. This is the end of the situation. This is the end of what's happened with this period of no contact. This is them coming back towards you, movement. Divine feminine, when I do mediumship, the females always stand on the right, so movement towards the female. But obviously, if you're male and you're watching it, turn it around. But that's the way my mediumship works. So it's all going to come good. These guys are listening too much to other people and to other people's opinions. Hiya, darling. I've just finished reading the cards, but you can watch it over. It takes a while for the chat to process, but once the chat is processed, you can watch it all with all the chat and see what's been going on. But yeah, so there's a lot more people that are influencing this situation, which is why it's pressing pause. Friends, family, people being stubborn, and they are taking it all on board into their energy at the moment. They will break through of it. And the reason they're doing it is because they're feeling like they've been trapped. They're feeling like they've made an error in this situation. They're feeling like you've moved on and got on with your life without them. They're now licking their wounds. But there's going to be movement back. It won't be long because they're feeling like towards the end of the tether now, what's been happening with you because you've released the thoughts and the need for them and not focusing so much of the lack of them being in your life. Because of that, you've cleared the space of lack so that they can come back. If you don't want them back, that's something different, but that's where their energy is. Yes, they still love you. Yes, they miss you. Yes, they realise they've been idiots. But at the moment it's still a bit pausey, but it's coming. Once they realise that it doesn't matter what other people say to them, they'll realise, and once they realise that you are still standing in your power and you're not going to take it again and it won't happen again, they'll come back as well, but they're just not quite ready at the moment. I'm going to miss this, Dace. I missed it. Again, if they're not responding, don't text them. Don't text them. Give them what they want. Give them space. If they want space, give them space. Give them space. You know? Don't text them. Don't call them. Don't need them, because that'll push them further away. Because what you're doing subconsciously and consciously is pushing your energy onto them, pushing your emotions onto them, pushing, I missed that one, sorry, pushing the energy onto them. And because of that, they subconsciously take a runner because it's too much, it's too intense. They don't really know what is going on. If you haven't read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, please read that book. It is like a Bible. If you email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com, I'll be able to talk to you about the paid readings and the manifesting plans. So just drop me an email and get me booking system sorted. No, don't call. Leave them be. If you haven't heard from them, please stop chasing them. Please stop calling them, because what you're doing is you're not going to get a reaction. They aren't going to message you back. What you're doing is begging them. And begging isn't going to get you anywhere. You need to stand in your power. You need to stand strong. You need to say, this is my way. And that is what will draw them back to you, because they'll go into hunter mode. If they still think you're there, wanting them, you're just going to be an irritant. You'll just be annoying them. You know, they've ended it or whatever. They want space. Give them it. Let them come back towards you. You just focus on yourself for a little while. You know, if they've done that to you, all you need to do is reverse the energy, look after yourself, make them come and get you. Don't go chasing after them, because that will just bring your energy down, and the likelihood is you won't get a response. Not texting on your birthday is going to be really, really hard, but it's the best way to do it, because they suddenly think, well, why haven't they texted me on the birthday? You know? That's too much. I missed all of that. Well, do what you think is right then. That's your collective energy. That's what I would advise. That's the spiritual side of things. If you feel like calling them and texting them, do it. But if you're worried about how to do it and what to do, don't chase them, because you're just going to push them away. Likelihood is you won't hear anything back, which you're not going to like, but it's true. I'll be honest with you. My guide's dead blunt. I'm not a sugarcoater. That's the way it is. I wouldn't say anyone is evil. We'd have to, you know, your personal circumstances are all different, right? And I can't go into personal circumstances on a collective, but what we can do in personal readings, we can look at your individual circumstances. Because to go into all of your energies and to do all of it in one go, I will be exhausted, which is why it's the universal laws of giving and receiving. So you all need to look that up if you don't understand what I'm talking about. You need to Google it. All right, guys. Just stop trying to refocus yourself. If you haven't watched the tips for not sending them your energy, try not to push your energy onto them, because what you're doing when you're thinking of them, longing for them, yearning for them, you're pushing your energy on them. So you've got to refocus your energy. Cut the thought at 17 seconds. okay? If you need, I talk about it in manifesting plans. If you need your manifesting plans, well, let's do it, and we can talk through that. It's all kind of self-love and manifesting. It all kind of merges into one. But subconsciously pushing your energy on them. Some of you will be sending them healing, etc., etc. Your personal circumstances will all be different, but if you're pushing your energy on them, the chances are you're going to be pressing pause, because they're not going to be ready for it. If you haven't heard from them, they're not going to be ready for it. I'm going to miss it, Stace. Just chill. Chill. Give them space. Let them come to you. Let them go into hunter mode. Let them do the work. That's what you got to do. Again, that's your collective energy. Your individual circumstances are different. So for that, personal readings, but that's your collective energy. That's where you are. You're welcome, Kanchan. That's where you are, okay? And just chill, relax, focus on yourself. I love the live readings too. They're great. I just miss a lot of them, which is why I've got to go and watch them over afterwards. Email me if you need me. I have my booking system up and running in a week. Well, probably more than a week, because I've got meetings and that. But it's going underway, so I'll have the website up, and then all the bookings will be done through that, so it'll be a lot easier for me to manage my time, so I can see you all a little bit more. All right, guys, I'm sending you loads of love from England. Take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. And